Like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds or 2021 will be even worse than 2020. With 2021 arriving, Fortnite has now entered a new year too in terms of the content that's going to cycle throughout the game and is updated into it. Epic Games, again like they do every year, have marked this transition to the new year period, obviously showing us a live event firework display in-game, which happened every single hour for 24 hours straight as soon as New Zealand entered New Year, which is the first country to do so. And despite this not giving us a free reward, and considering Operation Snowdown is coming to an end now with these free rewards disappearing, I figured today we go over a ton of things that are upcoming in the world of Fortnite to do with free rewards or a gift for everybody sent by Epic Games accidentally, everything that's currently getting leaked or revealed from Fortnite by the day as we go forward closer and closer to 15.20, and speaking of this second update, when this finally will be, and the new features that will be contained within it that have already been teased through strings in the coding. So if that sounds good to you, of course, make sure you're sticking around and watching the full thing today. It's a no-brainer, we've got a ton of interesting things to go over, and despite me wishing you guys a happy new year, there's one where everybody watching this video right now can wish me too, and that's from simply entering code FriendlyMachine inside the Fortnite item shop. As an Epic partner, it greatly supports the channel, and obviously I'm one of very few YouTubers on the platform that gifts 5 subscribers every single day. And before we literally prove that, I just want to remind you guys that 70% of you watching right now, maybe perhaps without realizing, aren't subscribed. So do yourself a favor, stop what you're doing right now. Yes, the screen went black, and hit that big red button so you can become one of the 30% that's eligible to be gifted. And despite the return of the Galaxy Pack, we now have perhaps what's considered to be one of the biggest item shop rotations ever in terms of sections. Look how much stuff there is. I guess since this is advertised on the news tab, we're going to give 5 of you guys the Galaxy Wrap today, considering so many of you love it when I gift this. And if you want to end up like any of the 5 people gifted, literally, that I'm showing and proving so you know it's not fake, make sure of course in a future video you're subscribed to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below so perhaps you could end up like one of the 5 people here. If everybody doesn't have it, fingers crossed. Bingo, they don't. First time, that never usually happens. And hold up, before we get into a game, considering the gifting spree has just ended, considering 2020 has come to a close and we still haven't hit 2.1 million subs, Green Arrow right here upon his arrival has a quick announcement for everybody right now. He's officially drawing the red card, which means, yep, you need to subscribe, and the reason he's doing this is to challenge you guys to see how quick we can actually hit this next milestone. And I'm just saying, my birthday's in 3 days, so if you guys go crazy with hitting the big red button, we could even hit it before then. But anyways, with that said now, let's stop messing around, let's hop into a game and discuss all of this new breaking news surrounding Fortnite. Okay, so the first piece of information we have to go over is a free reward, but not the 2021 gift being, you know, Season 6 Battle Pass or anything for free of the sort that we're going to be mentioning in this video, is the Throwback Axe, and a reminder that it leaves the shop on January 15th, 2021. Not only is this important for people who perhaps, you know, haven't claimed it yet, considering the item shop has so many things in it that it might get buried or lost in it if you haven't already redeemed it, and then you may not be able to get it. But with it leaving the item shop on January 15th, maybe this means we're seeing an update around this time, like the 10th of January onwards. And sadly, what further points toward that is not only the fact that we're only seeing 4 downtime updates this season, going up to 15.40 as we're only currently in 15.10, and the season itself is set to end on March 16th, 2021. That's obviously without any delays that Epic Games are yet to announce if they do. But the Spy Within challenge set or event, you know, that kind of got overshadowed by the Operation Snowdown event, well, for those that haven't really hopped on the creative modes to earn these free rewards, you have until January 11th to actually earn them before the challenge set and overall event disappears, and I'm guessing Epic Games are going to be returning around then too. And to further top off the fact that we're not going to be getting the update most likely this next week, however I'd be surprised if we did, is simply from how updates work in terms of them, you know, being implemented into Fortnite. First they're tested, then staged once, you know, everything's ready and they're ready to release the update, but they only do on certain weekdays. And considering the amount of time Epic Games have had off, you would have thought that 15.20 would be on the staging servers, but according to Twee and many other data miners, it's not on the staging servers yet, meaning it's not ready to even release. So again, this means obviously with it not being on the staging servers or ready to go live at the flick of a switch or from downtime commencing that they're scheduling, the date of the update itself could only then possibly land around, well, the time of the Spy Within challenges or event ending, a few days prior perhaps to the OG pickaxe or throwback pickaxe leaving the item shop. And of course, again, considering the season ends on March 16th, 2021, Epic Games are wanting to space out these updates, I'm guessing, as much as possible, whether that is to compensate for delays that they might have in terms of, you know, extending the season, or whether it's just because they've only planned 4 downtime updates. I guess we're yet to know. Speaking of the next update, however, considering Epic Games are implementing things very subtly into the game's coding, or even strings of words that literally describe upcoming features, we have something that HypeX found, as you can see in the tweet on screen right now, called weapon mod slots. And just to give you guys a concept overview of what this might look like, considering other games like Call of Duty obviously have the creator class or custom modded weapon system where we can choose or personalize the weapons we're using. Here is something that my designer EA Skate Concepts made over on Twitter, and as you can see, there's many customization features, not only to the reticle of the weapon, being the aim down sight scope, but the barrel, the ammo clip type, and so much more. But the reason this is interesting, the weapon mod slots coming to Fortnite, is because we finally may see the implementation of the long-awaited weapon charms, as again reflecting off what Call of Duty have in terms of their weapon modding or upgrading or even customization system. They have them currently in Cold War. I don't know if you guys play this game, but either way, that's just a fact. And considering Epic Games have been working on these in the game's coding for literally like 7+ seasons, with people wanting them in the game so bad that they've created concepts like this on screen right now, even though we wouldn't see them too much considering it's a third-person shooter in comparison to Call of Duty's first-person shooter where the weapon is more visible. This is definitely going to be something that's viable to be upcoming in this next update, or worked on in the next update of Chapter 2 Season 5 up until Season 6, I'm guessing. And the reason I say that is because then it could be another Battle Pass filler in terms of the 100 rewards that we can earn throughout it, all the way up to level 100 anyways in terms of what's actually visible to unlock once purchasing the Battle Pass or getting it through the Fortnite Crew bundle. And speaking of the Fortnite Crew bundle, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this in the community, as when Green Arrow became available, that was revealed prior to it releasing anyways and not being a surprise granted onto everyone's accounts, this was granted onto people's accounts but before New Year even arrived, or before their billing information actually took out the money for the Crew subscription, which happens or is set to every month. And because of this, as Sheena describes on screen, you could effectively get a free skin, back bling and harvesting tool being the full Green Arrow set if this happened to us, being granted it early before our payment was taken out for the Fortnite Crew bundle. And of course we then cancelled our subscription, as it didn't put us in minus V-Bucks or anything like Fortnite have done in the past if we did any weird or dodgy V-Buck methods to get them cheaper. And speaking of Epic Games returning to office after Christmas or for the 15.20 update, or even the Fortnite Crew subscription, this is definitely going to be something that they're going to have to work on as soon as they return, considering people are actually mad about this, as according to this PSA, this month we could effectively only get 1,000 V-Bucks for the price of $12, which is more than we pay for 1,000 V-Bucks from the store section of Fortnite. And this would be down to the fact that yes, Green Arrow was granted onto many people's accounts who got to keep it from cancelling their subscription and not having to pay the fee for this month's subscription fee. So basically once the money was taken out, yes, the Green Arrow skin might have already been granted onto people's accounts, but the only bonus from this happening was you got the 1,000 V-Bucks granted. And then with that context in mind, according to Nutella, here's how the Fortnite Crew bundle will work and how you can get a free Season 6 Battle Pass if you already cancelled your subscription, saved you $12, as he tweeted out the following information, which actually makes sense. According to how the Fortnite Crew works, I figured out if you buy the Fortnite Crew between the 16th of February to the 28th, you should receive February Crew Pack, March Crew Pack, 1,000 V-Bucks and the Season 6 Battle Pass just for $12. He then follows up by stating, keep in mind that this should only work if Season 6 starts on time, which is the 16th of March as we've previously mentioned, and obviously doesn't get delayed. And another follow-up tweet to solidify how useless the January Crew Pack is. He states, also this means that the January pack is literally useless because you'll be wasting $12 on 1,000 V-Bucks only, as people have been granted the Green Arrow skin and they didn't subscribe this month. And again, obviously this doesn't make sense, so Epic Games, as soon as they return, will be making a system that works and is fair for everyone, and I'm guessing they're not going to take the Green Arrow skin off people's accounts, rather so have it be a lesson, but they will recompensate subscribed people who obviously had the fee come out of their account, charging them for literally 1,000 V-Bucks more than it usually would, a certain free cosmetic or amount of V-Bucks, just to simply say thank you for sticking with us even though we messed up. In other news too, something more interesting, perhaps to do with the map changes or the development of this season in terms of its storyline, considering it seemed to come to an epic halt whenever Galactus disappeared, the Butterfly appeared, and now, well, Agent Jones's universe is crossed over into this one, and he's trying to keep everybody in the loop with getting as many bounty hunters into the universe as possible. And this storyline development or map change leading up to the next season anyways, as we've just talked about, you can get a free battle pass for technically, is coming from In the Shade YT, as he tweeted out, according to an Epic Games concept artist, the Mandalorian crash site will be soon seeing some changes later this season, which actually does make sense considering the fact, I mean, he's on the move and he's not staying around here as a mythic boss in-game that we can eliminate. And people are speculating off this is storyline related, considering, well, bounty hunters are the theme of this season, as it literally states in the trailer, join the hunt. And also a fun fact too, speaking of trailers, mobile may be returning sooner than we expected, hopefully this year anyways, as they have an official Fortnite mobile trailer for Chapter 2 Season 5 that you've been seeing in the background right now. But regardless, in terms of how this then links to our Fortnite lore, this integrated collaboration of other bounty hunters, well, you know how we had an epic ending to our Chapter 1 lore or storyline or even map anyways, with all members of the 7 appearing in rocket form, but we didn't see 4 of them in terms of their identity besides the Visitor, the Scientist and Paradigm. Well, I'm just saying it's a long shot, we could be seeing the 4th or 5th member even of the 7 appear, taking apart this crashed Mandalorian spaceship and then rebuild it into a rocket, as again we do have Dusty Depot as a warehouse that they could literally, you know, take this to nearby and work on. And then of course, considering we know in the trailer that Agent Jonesy and his boss, who he's on the phone to, are against the 7 or opposing them anyways, considering they don't seem too happy that they could be arriving. This could reveal once and for all if the 7 are bad or good, or actually trying to accomplish something that's better for the universe overall, but perhaps not no sweat insurance as John Jones the agent works for. And speaking of Agent Jonesy or John Jones or whatever you want to refer to him as, him being involved with the storyline has been right in front of our eyes for longer than we perhaps may have thought, teased in multiple other areas, not just Fortnite. Many people have brought this to light over on Twitter as of recently especially anyways, but there is a character called Agent Jones in this like Netflix show, something like that, and there's many clips surfacing around the internet that has a striking resemblance to John Jones or Agent Jonesy from Fortnite, which of course also is what we speculate to be the legendary mystery reward that's yet to be revealed in terms of not only what this is but how we obtain it, alongside all the others too. But that's all I've got for you guys in this video, and we may reveal more in future videos to come, so make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on, and if you want to support me even further, make sure to enter code FriendlyMachine inside the Fortnite item shop.